Boys, boys, boys. We have got a situation. Small balance patch, guys. It's fucking massive. Hang on, we need to do this methodically, okay? We're gonna go through these patch notes in a sensible and logical manner, guys. Okay, we're gonna go through them all. Okay? Alright, so Elementalist. Let us log on to our Elementalist, my friends. Okay. Top to bottom. Balance patch review. Get ready, boys. Get ready, boys and girls. This is a big patch, okay? You know how ArenaNet said this was a small patch? You know how Gel Grey was talking, yeah, just a little bit of bonus balance patch, bonus meme. It's a massive balance patch, guys. It is huge. So, first of all, they do a bit of housekeeping. This is actually bugged. Transmute Lightning. So this is the... I'm on Tempest right now anyway, which is convenient. Hang on. So if we just break out the old dagger here, okay? Magi dagger. So we've got the dagger warhorn set is going to be the focus of today's festivities. So what they do is they fixed this. The aura transmute was bugged. It was 25 seconds into 10 seconds. And now it's actually 10 seconds. There you go. So that's good. Good news. Although you can't really... Oh, the way you'd have to view that cooldown changes by doing this. Hang on. So it's a bit tricky to really get value out of it, but, you know, it's nice nonetheless. Transmute Frost. This is a really weird glitch, actually. This was really bizarre. This was also a weird glitch. Fire. Some of them would just appear randomly, even if you were in the wrong achievement. It was really funny. But now we get to the good memes, right? Tidal Surge. The time between casting the skill and knocking back has been reduced. This was actually it already looked a bit odd, actually, but now they've fixed it, I guess. So now it just knocks back faster. I believe they just made the animation a bit quicker as well. So this ability is a bit better right now. And heat, guys. Here's the big stuff, guys. Here's the big stuff. Heat sink. 10 targets.
Big buff to support.
Big buff, guys. Big. This will share 25 might and fury to your entire group with alacrity, okay? That's going to give you 100% uptime. Not 100% uptime, but very high uptime of 25 might and fury to 10 targets in a big radius as well. That's a big meme there, boys, okay? And you don't even need the trait. Yeah, it's full duration as well. Yeah, exactly. It's a strict copy. It's a straight copy. So if you've got long duration might, if the might is 24 seconds, it's permanent 25. Yeah, but it's, I mean, let's think about this though. Like, when could you get value out of this, right? I think you're gonna struggle to get value out of this here. Because you can do permanent 25 might. And I guess the idea is that you copy a lot of the might from Overload Fire. Because the might duration on Overload Fire is now insane, as you see in the next one. The might duration has been increased from 12 to 16 seconds. So if you've got 100% boon duration, it's conveniently long enough that it will be permanent if you keep spamming Overload Fire, right? So you can basically do 25 might, I guess, with Tempest. Feels good, man, on 25 people. I guess. It might be a bit tricky to do, though. I guess if you spam but yeah, you can definitely do it. It's a big buff. They finally did this as well. Like, some of these skills got nerfed in PvP and PvE for no reason. So they buffed the flash freeze cooldown and the aftershock cooldown. So these are just way better now. 5 seconds less and 10 seconds less is a pretty big deal. Yeah, they made these skills better. And they've made Heal Ellie better, and it feels good. Like, especially Flash Freeze. Like, this is the important one. The 10% damage reduction is pretty good, especially if you can time it well. So there you go. It's very good stuff. Very good stuff. So Heal Ellie is a bit better. So you've got a lot of might share there, especially if someone can apply long duration might to you. There's a lot of synergy going on here. If you can get long duration might on you, you can just... This is really good. But you're going to need alacrity to make this work. Otherwise, it kind of sucks. And it might be pretty tight just to keep this going, honestly. Because if you miss one of these, if you're too slow on getting back to fire, like, you're gonna have problems, right? And it's only the fact that it's not constant, it's not like CA where it's constant stacks. I don't know, guys. I guess it's a bit of a problem. In World versus World, though, I mean, I don't think this is actually good enough. The other place where you would see Healer is World versus World. I don't think this is going to be nearly good enough to see the return of not Staff, right? Staff is still going to dominate just because of the way it is. So yeah, too fucking bad. Unravel. This is a weird one, actually. I'm not totally sure. I don't know why they did this. I guess it's because it was such an awful ability. Wow, look at that. Unravel. Gives boons now, guys. Okay, check this out. Unravel. Boons. Look at that. Fire, Might, Water, Vigor, Air, Fury, Earth Protection. And it instantly recharges your other achievements. You know, this is... I mean... I don't know. Maybe this can see play. You'd have to ask Celefrag, honestly, I think. To be honest with you. Yeah, you don't... I don't really think it's that good. But maybe it is. I don't know. It gives you a lot of boons, but you already kind of have this. You don't really need any extra boons, I guess. But anyway, so this is... I mean, this is okay, I guess. It's a nice little change, because this was absolute trash before. The thing is, you don't often want to double attune. Like, that's the problem with Unravel. As a Weaver, you'll often want to use your dual skills, not your full attune skills, so that the incentive to do this isn't there. There's not a lot of elements where you want... It's actually good to do this. But the boons are a nice little meme on top of this, right? Nice little memes, okay?
The only real situation I could see Unravel being useful in, like, World for World stuff, Weaver, perhaps.
Yeah. So you could immediately get to Meteor Shower, for example, right? Like, suppose you didn't have it, you could I can't, that could potentially work, right? Like, you can't instantly.
But then I think it's got the wrong boons on it to be good. That's the problem.
I mean, these boons are already pretty easy for Ellie, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you have Arcane, you already kind of get this pretty easily. And I mean, Fury is nice because they kind of deleted a lot of the Fury from Ellie, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it, maybe it may see play. It may see some very niche play, but I don't really think it's that good. Okay, superior elements. Okay, the critical strike chance of this trait has been split between gamers, and now grant 10% crit chance of PvE and 15%. They just nerf Ellie for no reason. Okay, they're just like, fuck you. Okay, you lose 5% crit. Now you see your Ellies are really going to want Spotter. Okay, and they're going to be really sad if they don't have it. I guess. If you don't have that crit, what are you going to do? You're going to have like massive depression now. You're not going to be crit capped. Rip Ellie. I mean, well, not really, but this is actually a surprisingly big nerf. This is what? 5%. So that's how many stats? That's 100 stats they just removed from Ellie. Poor old Ellie. Feels bad, man. So yeah, rip you. But I mean, I guess it's not the biggest deal. You just have to... You might have to change stuff up. Make sure you get that crit. Otherwise, you're going to be, yeah, Signet of Fire, dude. You're going to have to break out that Signet of Fire. No Signet of Fire, no 100% crit, boys. And then well, I mean, if you don't have that, you're going to be really sad. They were tired of Weaver having too much DPS. Okay? Weaver is trash. No, I'm kidding. It's still good. Yeah, there you go. That's basically what happened to Ellie. So, Ellie, some deceptively big changes that might not actually be that big. Okay? Those are my thoughts on that, guys. Okay, so it's moderately big. So, Engi. They addressed a lot of they've done some Condi Engi changes here, is what's happened here, okay? They increased the durations, the base durations, right, of everything, okay? All the damaging ones. So, Fragmentation Shot, that's the auto attack. Poison Dart Volley, that's the second one, as you can tell. Static Shot, that's the third one. Blowtorch, that's the burning one. Okay, so now all the attacks on pistol last longer. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good right off the bat. But what have they done? They have changed trait in firearms, chemical rounds, to go from base duration of an increase of 50% to a base duration increase of 33%. But you also get 120 condition damage, okay? So 17% less duration, which is also affected by condition duration because it's base duration. But you have more base duration overall, which gets affected by that trait. And then you also have 120 condition damage, which is the same as 4 might. So what I'm going to say is, is that this is probably better, okay? And also I'm being told by Snowcrow's Nika that this is better. Therefore, it's basically, they've buffed Condi Engi. And presumably Condi Hollowsmith as well, I guess.
Yes.
So, there you go. Condi Engi's rejoice, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we did it. We did it. Condi Engi is better now. Excellent. And that's a good build. And honestly, it should be good, right? It should be better than it is, right? It's good to have some kind of base spec that's good. I do like the base spec's good. And this will make that happen, because of course she played base Condi Engi. And I guess Condi Hollow will be good as well. I'm not sure if ArenaNet really like Condi Hollow. I think it's a bit of a purity of purpose meme.
They do.
So they probably want to nerf that somehow in the future. So maybe don't if you really love Condi Hollow, don't hold on to your dreams, because they might just wreck you. They might kill it, yes. Because I think it's a bit of a purity thing. I think they want Hollow to be power, base Engi to be Condi. So expect nerfs to Condi Hollow in upcoming patches. Yeah, there you go. What else have we got going on here? Juggernaut. This trait now increases the duration of all might applied to you by 20%. In addition to its previous effects, baseline might duration applied by this trait has been reduced from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. This is such a weird trait now. Why did they do that?
Yeah, honestly, the trait would be okay if it was on any other trait line other than firearms. Like, if they put it onto alchemy or something, it'd be like an interesting trait to take.
Yeah.
But, the fact that it's on firearms just means you're never going to run it, because you're never going to run firearms.
Well, and even if you did, it would compete with a really good trait in incendiary powder as well.
Well,
actually, no, it's not that good, actually. Not for PvP purposes.
Yeah,
so
not for PvP.
There's only one stack. Because it used to be 2 stacks, so it used to be a lot better, actually.
Yeah.
Now there's only 1 stack.
Yeah,
okay, so
true.
Rev, never mind. Yeah, this is an odd trait, though. So, if you get Might on you, it's 20% longer. I don't really see any real application for that, honestly.
And also, flamethrower is just bad.
Yeah,
It means that you get no, the good aspect of the trait is nice, but it's in a bad location. And the other aspect of the trait is so bad that it's just not worth running, ever.
So, sorry, Flamethrower Engis, you're still screwed. Okay? Yeah. Overshield. This trait... Now, this is an interesting one. Wow.
Yeah.
This trait now increases the effectiveness of protection on engineers by 20%, causing protection to reduce damage by 40% instead of 33%. So they're giving it the Tempest effect, right? This is now a Tempest-themed trait.
Yeah, you're going to run this now and support Scrapper. You just take less damage straight up. It's good to take. Good change.
It's only on the engineer, though, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter, because one of Scrapper's biggest problem is that he takes so much damage.
Right?
Yeah, so obviously it's not the smoke field, but like a permanent 40% damage reduction is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Even if you don't run shield, which you won't ever, because there's no good.
So they want to make that they want to make that happen, right? They want to make it happen. Support Scrapper has been buffed. It's better now. Okay, and it means you're gonna, you will give protection as well, and you'll have better protection on yourself, right? And you have like a bit more CC. Like you'll have the shield, right? So that there is some merit to that, though. Although I mean that does involve giving up the hammer, right? Which is quite a loss in a way, right? If you're gonna play with this, and then you don't really have a good main hand either on the engine as well, which is also weird, right?
It's honestly Engineer's biggest problem is the fact that, and why Shield will never really be good, is because it lacks a not decent core main hand weapon.
Because you only have pistol to really pick.
Yeah, ArenaNet really needs to add like a mace or some shit.
Yeah. Just
as a power-based weapon.
Unless you play Heal Hollowsmith. Support Hollowsmith. Of course, that's probably not going to work. That's probably not going to work out so well, guys. But so I know. Again, I think this is probably maybe more of a precursor change, perhaps.
Maybe
to what something else that they have in mind later down the line. Right now, as you say, it may see play because of the support Scrapper, so it doesn't get. Maybe you just say fuck it and just forsake the hammer. But in PvP, that'll be weird, right? Because you actually have some damage because you run Menders, right? So you actually do something with the hammer, I suppose.
On Scrapper, yeah, I mean, I sort of, but not really, because you have no. Unlike the Scrapper build of HOT, you don't have many self-applied boons from elixirs and whatnot. So it's kind of bad, just damage. And you need to spend all your time in medkit and elixir gun anyway.
Oh, maybe you just forsake just say like pistol shield time. And on pistol, you do have some kind of support abilities, I suppose, right? You can apply poison, which is going to be kind of annoying, and you can blind and confuse people, right? Which could be something, I suppose. I mean, and then you've got the stuns on the shield. Like, you got projectile reflection.
You then lack the evades. That's the biggest problem with that hammer gives. It's just not good enough.
And then you got lower mobility as well. Without the hammer, and you don't have that range CC as well, like with the thunderclap, which is a really strong ability. Yeah, and you also have reflect, of course, on the hammer, so it's going to be a tough trade. Like, hammer is powerful, but I don't know. Perhaps not. Perhaps it's just not quite good enough, guys. Okay, to really make anything happen. Then we have power wrench. Okay, what? Oh my goodness.
Well, this is an interesting change, actually.
Power wrench. The trait no longer increases toolkit damage on turret or turret repairs. The trait now reduces the recharge time of the engineer's elite skill by 3 seconds every time they dodge, in addition to the previous 33% toolkit recharge reduction. Wow. Now that is an interesting one, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's a very cool change, and I'm very happy they're adding changes like this. There's one slight problem. It's in the same tier as static discharge. Which means unless you're playing core Engi, you're never going to run it, because
oh my goodness,
double bounce static discharge
it's just too good.
It's too good.
As you can see, it's like, even out of combat, you can actually see it reducing my prime light beam here, guys. Right? You can just see that. There. Like, look at that. Wow, what a cool trait, man. Even if it doesn't see play, it's got a cool design on it, right? And
I think in the future it will see play, perhaps with another elite spec, because I doubt anything will have quite as many instant toolbelt casts as Holosmith. There's also the fact that it plays so well into the rest of tools in like lots of vigor uptime, lots of dodging, all that sort of shit. So that's really great. Good change. Yeah,
it is a fun change. It is a fun change, but as we see there, I don't really see this seeing any play in PvE either. Like, I don't think so. If you play Condi Engi, you have Mortar Kit anyway, so that's irrelevant. Yep. And Prime Light Beam isn't actually that good. So you, I mean, you don't even run tools, but you know, even if you did, I don't really think it's not going to be worth. It's not going to be worth, guys. You're not going to run this. It's not good. It's not good. But anyway, short fuse. You get Fury when you strike a foe with an explosion, which is this is a fun one. It's permanent Fury, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean, damn. I guess they really wanted to make all the people who like to solo stuff on Engi really happy. I mean, there you go. Now you've got permanent Fury as well.
Good change. Can't complain.
Yes. Yeah, this is just a very straightforward buff. Quite a significant one as well. Having permanent any boon is good, especially, and Fury is quite a strong one as well. It's a significant buff. Like for any kind of solo play, this is going to be good, right? You're going to have permanent Fury just by having this trait, so it will be a better choice if you don't have another access to Fury. If you don't have another access to Fury, this is going to be better than Big Boomer. Okay, so yeah, there you go. It's a quite significant buff. Fury is very good. So don't underestimate Fury, guys. Okay, don't underestimate this trait. But yeah, you'll see this in some dank fractal solos probably. I guess. Yeah, get ready for that. Anyway, there you go. That is it for Engi. Some pretty cool changes, I guess. But maybe the precursor of things to come, and get on your Condi Engi, boys, okay? We've got some good things, and we have some bad things, okay? We have some bad things. Well, if you play Guardian, anyway. So first off, we got to highlight something here. They finally, okay, a bug that has been in since Path of Fire launch, I believe. They have fixed it, okay? Mantra prioritization now works correctly. Fixed a bug which Mantra's not respecting party and squad prioritization. So this actually works now. Feels good, man. There you go. Wow, nice. So mantras will always go on your party instead of random people now. Just the closest people to you. Feels good, man, I guess. I mean, that's very good. The fact that it was not like that is amusing to me, actually. But, so, Sword of Wrath. The damage of this skill has been reduced by 18%. Sad face.
Why?
Well, I mean, exactly. I mean, why?
Why?
Why would they do this? Hey, wait, Sword of Wrath. Wait, what is this skill, by the way? Anyway, this is the sword auto attack, isn't it? Right?
Yeah. Why are they nerfing sword?
Yeah.
What's wrong with sword?
This ability, you don't. I mean, why would I don't understand? I mean, they just nerfed it. They nerfed it again, and then they reduced the second one as well, right? The second auto in the chain. I think.
This. I mean,
hang on, let me get it. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You go. Just go. You go. Yeah.
I was going to say I could maybe understand PvP, but surely then they'd split it.
Yes, they have just.
Why isn't it split?
Yeah, they have nerfed poor old sword, which is like not even a good weapon anyway. But yeah, they go Sword of Wrath and Sword Art. They're both nerfed by 18% and 10%, and that feels bad. Yeah, but to compensate, they buffed the third order attack. They reduced the aftercast a fair bit. I guess. So that's something. And then they just nerfed everything as well. Guardian, so Scepter got nerfed as well by 25% on the random damage on the Scepter 2 skill. It's this one. Symbol of Punishment, they just nerfed the damage there. Here by 25%. Feels bad, man. But the pulsing damage is the same, so it's not that bad, I guess. And then, yeah. These changes are a bit sad, I suppose. I mean, Sword was never... Sword almost should see play in PvE, right? It should be the powered Guardian weapon, I suppose, like in addition to Great Sword, but ArenaNet says no, actually. That's not the case. And they're just going to keep it being kind of crappy. And DH doesn't need a nerf in PvP, right? I guess they're doing it to nerf like base guard, the base guard aids, right? A little bit. But why would you change this instead of some of the other things that are more egregious with base guard?
Why would they reduce the random damage in PvE only? Like none of that makes any sense at all.
Oh,
context.
I imagine they're actually targeting it because of the way it interacts with big hitboxes, maybe. Maybe. Because of course, because of the way this thing is, like if you cast it on like a massive boy, I guess it will hit every time, right? And ArenaNet doesn't like that. ArenaNet mad. ArenaNet angry when they see things do better on different hitboxes. Yeah, very angry.
I mean, I guess normalization is good, but like, I don't know. I think Sword was already in a pretty bad situation already. It wasn't really necessary to touch it. Yeah.
Quite unusual change, but there you go. So nerf to Sword, so slight nerf to Core Guard in PvP, a little nerf, and then a nerf to Scepter in PvE as well because fuck you. I don't know why they're nerfing Guardian. DH was already, it wasn't OP in PvE, right? It's not busted, and now it's less busted. There you go. True Shot. This will now use a 4-second cooldown and a 10% high damage value in War vs. World, matching the PvE version. I have no... Why did they do... Why? I mean, I guess they want to... Well, I mean, this is a lot of damage now, right? Will this replace Firebrand? No, because Firebrand is OP. I mean, I guess this is good for roaming. Roaming on DH, I suppose. Like, if you're a roamer, this is good. And I mean, True Shot is going to be really fast. I can do a shit ton of damage. Either. No, not PvP. Just World versus World.
What? Why?
Yeah, I know, right?
Question mark?
Yeah, just... You'll see this for roaming, but you'll never see this in group play. It's just not good. It's just not good compared to... Firebrand is amazing, right? Firebrand is amazing. You're not going to replace you know, there's no DHs, guys. There's no DHs, guys. Okay. Moving on. Zealous Blade. This is a really... I saw this change and I thought, huh, this is kind of weird. Oh, Symbol of Energy. They reduced the aftercast. Who cares? There you go. They did it. They removed the aftercast. Amazing. Zealous Blade. This trait no longer heals the Guardian. It will instead heal significantly more whenever the Guardian combos in a light field. So you can... I mean, I guess you can pretty consistently do this because you have a lot of light fields on Guardian, and... in a lot of situations, light fields are very common, right? They're very common. They're very easy fields to get. But can we talk about the healing on this? It's absolute dog shit. Okay? I'm in full Minstrel right now. It heals for 259 for a light field combo.
That is bad.
Why is it like... I mean, guys, this is not a joke. This is full Minstrel.
Is this...
Look.
When...
Here, look, this is my healing power, guys. 1.3k. What is this? Why is this so bad? Why have they done this? It's terrible. The world has tons of finishes. And I guess so. Like when you do Whirling Wrath, it heals a lot. I mean, I guess like Symbol of Wrath with Whirling Wrath will heal you a fair bit now. It will heal you a good chunk, I guess. But only if you have healing power, right? I mean, if you don't have, it's 141 without healing power, right? And wait, how many combo finishes do you get on this? 6 whirls. So you get like a 1k heal when you use Whirling Wrath in a Symbol of Wrath. I honestly, I guess in PvE this is actually really good for Scholar, right? But then again, already was, right? It already was. Just healing for 25 every time you hit anything, which would be affected by multi-target as well, was already really good. I don't really like this. I guess the trait has slightly more flavor, but I still don't like it. I like the old version. The old version I liked it. I don't really think this is that good.
It feels like the sort of change you'd want for a PvP build, but like you're never gonna run Zeal in PvP.
Yeah. Well, and on top of that, the old trait, as Neo points out, was actually insane for sustain, because you put the spin trap down while you've got your greatsword. Every proc on every target would heal you for 25. So I think in basically all situations, this is just worse. I think in almost every situation, this is inferior to the old version. It will heal you for less, I think. Especially seeing as, bear in mind, guys, I'm showing you the healing value with full Minstrel, okay? Not with Berserk, right? So, yeah. No, I'm not impressed at all. Anyway, let's get on to some traits. Soaring Devastation. Boom. This, you know what? How long has DH had a bit of a mobility problem, Angels? How long has Naru been running Rune of the Lynx to be a fast lord? Okay?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What did they change?
Soaring Devastation, the immobilize thing, okay? When you do the F2, it now makes you go faster the entire time. When it's
when it's not on cooldown.
Yeah. So right now I am fast. You know what's really interesting about this, Angels? Okay, this could actually be, well, no, this isn't good. But as a meme, right? If you play Virtues and you take Battle Presence, you will now share 25% movement speed to your entire permanent 25% movement speed. Would you
actually though? Does it function?
Yeah, it does, definitely.
Or is it just on yourself?
It should be everywhere. Yeah, there you go. You're the Speed Lord now. You're the Speed Lord and you can share move speed. But no, again, this is the problem with this trait, is it's going to compete with the trap trait, and if you play DH in PvP, for example, or anywhere really, you're probably going to have traps. And the heal trap in particular, you're really going to want to reduce the cooldown on that. It's a big deal. The heal trap is really fucking good. You're also going to have your Test of Faith as well. Very good trap. You're going to want to have this. You're going to want to reduce the cooldown on your traps, guys. Okay? You need to reduce the cooldown on traps. So yeah, watch out for the traps. These are still really good. You're going to want to reduce the cooldown on them. It's a tough call, though. Maybe you want to be fast. But then again, Rune of the Lynx it's not even bad, right? It's not even bad, right? So it's not that
it's good. Yeah, and it's especially good on Guardian because you got a lot of access to burn anyway. Yeah. So you're probably still going to run Lynx and probably still going to take...
so there's too much competition, right? It's no good. It's no good, guys. And it feels bad. But there you go. That's what happened for little old DH Guardian. And then mantras. Here's the mantra change we were talking about earlier. They fixed this, and then the true sadness mana. They reduced the boon duration on the elite skill from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. They my god, on the elite mantra. They just my god. They like Firebrand at this point in PvP in World versus World. It's kind of like it's like a beaten girlfriend, right? It's like, you know,
don't be
they're just, look, it's what it is, okay? Like ArenaNet kind of like Firebrand. They want it to be good, but they keep like punching her in the face. It just feels really bad, okay? It's true.
What?
Yeah. It's like a beaten wife, guys, okay? They keep punching it, okay? They keep punching it.
Exposing what it does to matter. Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Call the police.
No, what do you mean? Question mark. Look, it's just, it feels bad. Stop hitting. It's still bad. I mean, it's still bad. They keep hitting it. No, there are no beatings here, guys. Okay, but yeah, it feels bad. They're just nerfing it again. You're probably gonna feel this more in World versus World than anything else, honestly. That you're gonna. I think in PvP this is fine, but you don't have any boon duration in PvP, so this is pretty sad, right? But yeah, like this is pretty depressing if you play Guardian. Massive, like a big reduction, 40% boon duration reduction on them. So you're gonna have to be much more careful, well, a bit more careful with stability in World vs. World and PvP. You have to play it smart, guys. Okay, you're gonna have to play it smart with that boon duration. Okay, you know that's what you're gonna have to do. And then yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, ArenaNet have beaten up on poor old Guardian. Every patch they nerf Firebrand. Every patch it's still way better than the alternatives. That's all I gotta say really. Oh, it's only in PvP in World vs. World. Okay, I have to go in PvP in World vs. World to show you. Hang on. And then they did Big Game Hunter as well. Big Game Hunter, boys. Big Game Hunter. Easy 20%. Easy 20% damage. Okay, what's up?
There's an additional effect to it. Your spear will last 20% longer.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, so the patch notes are actually wrong here, guys. It's gone up from 10% to 20% extra duration. The tether duration goes up even more. Well, it goes up to 8 seconds. Okay, but why is that really relevant though? I guess you can meme people a bit more when you pull them, I guess. But wait, what does that even do?
It's
and it has more uptime, right? Yeah, it's got more uptime as well. Oh yeah, of course. Well, what am I thinking? I forgot how this trait works. So it's more uptime. So this is a pretty. Does this actually counteract the nerfs to DH overall? Maybe.
It's still not good apparently, according to Derpy. You have a nice burst now, but that's it.
Yeah, so you got a big modifier, big burst, and this will be a fairly significant DPS increase. So you got an extra 10% modifier, and for longer. Big change, guys. Well, not really, but. Yeah, this trait is really strong now. How about that? The last change was Empowering Might. They made it last way longer. It's still not good. But maybe they want to change this to 10 targets eventually. Then you can really feel like a Revenant. We're done with Guardian, guys. It's a bit better, I guess. Oh well, no, they nerfed it a bit. DH is a little bit better in World vs. World roaming, and it got buff nerfed in PvE. And it got nerfed in World vs. World.